Hey everyone, today I want to show you SMS Mobile Marketing Pro. This software is the most powerful software that you will ever use in your life when it comes to marketing. It generates leads almost instantaneously. This software can literally build your business, overnight. It can build it instantly. It's very quick, and the way that people respond is within minutes usually, sometimes seconds. We currently use this software every single day ourselves to market to business owners. We own a full-fledged marketing company, so it's not as if we're just selling products. We're software developers as well, so we do build all of our own softwares, but we're also marketers, and what we do is use this software to generate clients for the most part. There's many different ways to use this software. We'll go through them, and I'll actually teach you each way of using it. Without further ado, let's get started. As you can see, we have a very simple to use mobile interface. This is very easy to look at. Everything has a question mark beside it, so it's very easy to just highlight to see what you should be doing, so you don't get confused. We built this for the novice in mind. The first thing you want to do before using the software is you just want to build a keyword file of that's who you're trying to market to. So for us, we market business owners, and we try to find business owners to provide our marketing services to. So what you want to do is build a keyword list, one per line, and I'll show you what it looks like over here. This is business owners keyword text. I just made a text file and just put 3 lines. We have business owners, business presidents, business partners. These are all business owners that I'm trying to target pretty much. At that point, you could put anything you want. You could put salon owners, restaurant owners, whatever you really want to do. Or if you're just trying to grab just people in general, you can, if you want financial advisors, you can grab whatever you want to do. So it's very universal when it comes to that. And it'll grab numbers of people that are, tied into that keyword somehow, one way or another, in a profile or in an ID, or just link to it on Google somehow. But that's how it finds people. So after you select a keyword file, which I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to use business owners keywords. You want to put that right in there. Then you want to select a city, location. This takes a couple seconds to load. It could take up to a minute. So once you click on it, I'll drag it over for you. You'll see it. You'll know when it's done when you see a drop-down menu of all the cities pop up. This has all the cities and states. So as you can see, you can really target market to your industry wherever you want to go around the country. You can use this anywhere in the US. As you can see, there's tons of them. So for right now, I'm going to do my own town where I live. I'm going to do Rhode Island, my state. So let me just take a look at that. And you can type it over here as well if it's easier. There's Providence, Rhode Island. It's my city-state combo, and I'll grab areas of phone numbers all around these areas and all their area coding, their prefixes that go with the cell phone. So it's only going to grab cell phone numbers, and it does a double calculation. So if it grabs any landlines in the middle of that process, it actually, when it sends out the message, it re-scrubs that list again to only get mobile phone numbers. So it's very powerful, where you don't get duplicates and you don't get bogus numbers you're not paying for. And to send it, by the way, you're only paying less than 1 cent per send. So you can send out 10,000 messages for like $100. It's free when it comes to marketing. So after we have that, we selected our location. These are the, you could select all of them if you'd like. You could select one or the other. It doesn't really matter. I usually just select all of them because I try to get as many phone numbers as I can. Then you make a save to file that you want to save the numbers to. So I'll swing that in here, and I'll put my save to file, as Providence, my area. So RI, I'll just do Prov RI or RI phones dot text, just so you can see how this works. And that can be anything you want. Just make sure you add dot text to the end of it so it saves it, and you'll see that's all set. The next thing we have is the prefix of the numbers. These are all mobile phone prefixes that it's going to tell you how many mobile phone prefixes are in Providence, Rhode Island. So we know we're only grabbing prefixes of cell phone numbers, not landlines. That's how it does the scrubbing process. Then when it sends, it does it again to be sure. So So right now we haven't done anything, so 0 results, 0 prefixes, 0, and we're idle. So the next thing you want to do is just go over here to the Run tab, just press Run, and you'll see it's grabbing the prefixes by location. So now we're grabbing our city, state, and the area right around us of Providence, and then there's about 80 prefixes in the Providence area. And as you can see, the results: 1270 phone numbers, 1782 phone numbers, and you'll see the file over here where it's actually making this file for us, while it's running. And we'll wait till this is done. Doesn't really take too long. Could take up to a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Just depends on how many phone numbers and how many prefixes are in that area. When you're scraping something like Miami or LA, there's a lot of prefixes in those areas, so you might take up to 5 minutes to run those areas. This is simply amazing. Look how many phone numbers it's grabbing. Now these are people that have those keywords that I placed in. This is people that have these keywords in a profile or on their on their website somewhere, or anywhere that we're grabbing information along those 3 search engines. They have this inside their profile somewhere, and that's what we're trying to target market. So right now we already gathered almost 11,000 phone numbers already. It keeps going. We'll see how many that there are for these keywords. The more keywords you put, the more phone numbers it's going to be as well. And there we are, results saved. We're just going to press OK, and it'll say finished. And now we know it's completely finished. It's 12,900. So we got almost 13,000 phone numbers, in less than a minute, or about a minute. This is the file over here that we saved all the numbers to, and you'll see them all down. Look at all these numbers, guys. Look at all this. These are all people that are going to see your message within, 90 seconds, pretty much. That's how long it takes them to look at a message and respond to it. So this is everyone that's going to see a message. You don't really got to go sift through all these or adjust them. Just leave it the way it is. It's fine. The computer, our algorithm will actually sort all these phone numbers to make sure they're all in the right, formats and everything else. So you can see these numbers over here. These are, these are bogus numbers, but it ain't going to send to those numbers anyways. The software will avoid them, so you don't have to worry about that. You can just leave it there. But for the most part, you get about 12,919 numbers right now. After you do that, what you want to do, see the status is complete. You go to the Sender tab. Take a little bit to load up because it's a big file. This is a big software. It doesn't look like a big software, but it's powerful and it's big. Over here, the first thing you'll want to do is select your file. That's this file over here with all the phone numbers. After you select your file, we use Twilio. Twilio is a sending service that we that we use. You'll just have to register for Twilio. It takes less than 10 minutes to register for Twilio, and to set up takes less than it's minutes to do. It's very simple. You fund the account with about $20, and you can send 2,000 messages for $20. Probably over 2,000 messages. It's only 0.75 cents. So it's less than 1 cent per send. So after you do that, if you want to add a picture, you can add a picture URL over here. And a picture URL is basically, I'll show you an example of it. Let me see. Let me just pull up Google for a second. This can be a picture URL to your logo from your website or anything. Let me just see if I can minimize this and squeeze this in here. Okay, let's just go to Google Images, and I'll show you what a picture URL is, so you know how to find one. Let me see. Put SMS, coupon, just so you see what this looks like. This could be anything. Right over here. So let's just pretend I wanted to send, right over here. Save. Let's just pretend I want to send that. Don't make it any more than 500 by 500. So this is a nice small picture. So 500 by 500 would be max that I did. This is the picture. This is the URL. So if I wanted to send this URL, this picture to everybody, all I'd have to do is copy paste that and stick that in here. And boom. Now when I send, everybody will receive that simple picture. Now, I'm not going to send that picture right now, but what I'm going to do is that's how you do it. And it could be your own logo for branding. Imagine sending your logo, let's just pretend for a second that you're a guaranteed financing place, or you're a pizza place, or whatever you are, or a local boutique, or whatever you are that really wants everyone to know who your logo is. Imagine sending that out to almost 13,000 people immediately with your logo and your custom message on it, saying, your custom picture message that says, come on in today, high quality boutique fashion, or buy one pizza get one free, or guaranteed financing at this auto dealership. So I mean, you could put anything inside that coupon picture that you want, and they're all going to receive it with your logo on it. So it's almost instant branding for you as well. So for now, I'll take that out. That's how you do that. Maximum amount to send. If I don't want to send to this whole list over here, there's, like we said, there's almost 13,000 numbers on here, and just say like, I didn't want to spend, say 100. Be about $120 to send out this whole message, but let's just pretend I didn't feel like spending $120 for whatever reason why. And I only wanted to send out 1,000 messages to test, to test my market. You could set out 1,000 over here. You can set out 5,000. You can send out 10,000. Whatever you want to put in here. If you put nothing in here, it'll send to the whole list. So, for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to do, I'll do like 100 of them. Run this list remaining. I'll explain to what this does in a minute. Twilio settings, this is how you're going to set up your Twilio account. It's very simple. Like I said, all you're going to do is, let me just pull that over for a second. All you're going to do is copy paste your Twilio. When you set it up, they're going to give you a Twilio SID number right on the login page when you log in. Copy paste and stick it over there. They're going to give you a token number that looks exactly like this. Copy paste that and stick that in there. Then they're going to give you a phone number, and just make sure it's in the same format with the plus, then the phone number with no spaces. That's all you really got to do. It literally takes a minute to do. Wait between each message. You can put whatever you want in here. The lower the number, the faster it sends out. For the sake of it, I'll put 5 seconds or whatever, but it doesn't really wait 5 seconds because it's on a rotator. So 5 seconds is actually more like 1 second to 2 seconds. But you could put multiple numbers on here. That's the reason why. So if you have 4 different Twilio numbers, you can actually put all 4 numbers and it rotates through the numbers, and then it'll be 1 second between or 2 seconds between. So for the sake of it, you can put it on whatever you want. Over here, don't pay attention to the email. We don't do this part anymore. It takes too long, and quite frankly, it's just not worth it. So we avoided the email settings. We avoided this whole thing now, so you don't even need to use this. Proxies, this is for advanced people only that just want to hide their IP addresses when they're doing this, but you can use it or not use it. It's more for professional people. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. If you need to learn more about that, give us a call. We can explain more about how to use a proxy. But for the most part, most people don't need it. The next field is this email SMS content. This way, we're going to put your SMS content message. Spin text you can use. Spin text is basically like writing this example on the bottom, hello, hi, how are you? What it does is it rotates hello, hi to how are you inside that passage. So when you're writing it, it'll automatically spin your message, so it's not the same message being sent to everyone, but it's almost like the same message. So rather than writing hello, how are you, it'll say hi, how are you. That's pretty much what spin text is if you want to use that. Otherwise, you can just put any message that you want in here. And for example, if I was trying to market my own company, I can put something like, get hundreds of leads, overnight using SMS, Marketing Pro. Visit www.smsmarketingprosoftware.com now. So this would be a sample message. At the end of your message, I always recommend you put or reply stop to end. that will allow them to opt out. So if they don't want to receive any more messages from them, so you're not spamming them for any reasons, just reply stop to end, and that'll get them out. As soon as they reply stop, they'll never receive another message from you again. So that's definitely what I would recommend doing, so you're not bothering the same people over and over again. After that, all you got to do is go to the run button. You can run the software. This can be no longer than 160 characters with the reply stop to end. We wrote 140 because it's about 140, and then this equals the rest of the 20 characters to get to the 160. So you got about 140 characters to put in before you put this in. After that, just press the stop button if it's highlighted. Then just press run again, or just press run if it's not highlighted. After you run, you'll see that the messages are in. It's already starting to be sent. We already 25, 28, 32, 36, 40, and we're going to be at 100 in almost no time. So this will send 100 messages almost instantly, and as you can see, it doesn't take too long to send out 12,000 messages to get the response you want. We already sent out 100, so that's done. Now I could have put any number in here I wanted to. If I wanted to put 1,000, I could have put 1,000. The next tab, what I want to show you now, I can show you what this does: the run from remaining list and save remaining. Because we only sent out 100, and let's just say that all I wanted to send out for today, I don't want to send out anymore. I got too many phone calls, or for whatever reason why you had to leave for any reason. Just press save remaining. What this does is makes a file, a save remaining file, and I'll show you what it looks like on the file itself. You'll see this remaining under the file, and if you click on that, this is the rest of the numbers that didn't get sent yet, so it saves all the rest of the remaining numbers from where you left off, so you don't have to send to all the same people again. So what you'd want to do is, now let's just say you came back tomorrow and you wanted to send out more, you came back later on, or you said, what, let me send out a few more and see what happens. What you do is not put a file in here, because we already have the file at that point, so we'll just take that out of there by opening and closing it, or if you just restarted the program, it wouldn't be there anymore. For the sake, we just deleted it. Yes to that, you can put the same picture message in here. Just say we want to send out another 100, or you can put 1,000 this time, or 5,000, whatever you want to put. And now all you'd select is run remaining list, and then what it's going to do is run that file, that remaining file, automatically from that folder. So now you just set, you make sure your Twilio information is always in, which in this case it's in, and then at that point all we do is run again, and as you'll see, it's going to send out another 100 with this message on it. Sends it out in no time, within a couple seconds, and that's it. All the message, you'll see them logged into Twilio. You'll see everything logged into Twilio, where all the messages that were sent will be logged into this. You can look at the whole log file on Twilio. If you happen to put a message in here that said, get 100 leads using SMS Marketing Pro, and then you put something like reply SMS to learn more, or reply stop to. Now these customers would be replying to the text message with an SMS. They would reply SMS. So now what you do is go on Twilio and just look at the sent file that you send, and it's simple. They have a very simple user interface as well, and maybe I'll show you that in another video. Like I said, it's super easy to use. You'll figure it out in minutes, and they have a great support center to just email if you have any questions, or you can just give us a call and I can help you out when you're setting that up. Takes less than 10 minutes, but you'll see all the responses. It'll say SMS, SMS, SMS of anybody that replied to it, and now all those people you consider opted in, those people are on your opt-in list, and now you can do whatever you want with those people because they chose to be there, they replied to it. So if you're something like a restaurant, I would highly recommend that, or if you're someone like a salon even that's trying to build a business of just regular customers, that would be a great thing to do for you. You'd simply, put your offer in saying, do you want to receive a coupon to, 2-to-1 special off of, whatever, Papagino's Pizza, replied pizza, and whoever replied pizza is now, you can send them a special every single week if you want with your specials, and they got about a 20 to 40% conversion rate after they opt into that list. So it's very powerful. Right now you'd probably be looking at around, out of say 10,000 sends, you're probably going to get about 30 to 40 people that are interested in what you already have. So that's a lot. So for $100, you're walking away with 20, 30 leads. This is the most powerful marketing that you can ever do. Way more powerful than email marketing. It's a lot more powerful than paying Google on AdWords and not wondering if a customer's going to get messaged and not wondering if you're going to click on it. This is the fastest way to market your company. You can use a Bitly link. I don't know if you guys know what Bitly is, but what Bitly does is if you go to bitly.com, Bitly tracks your traffic for you. So if you have a website that you send into a website like I had here earlier, and I use this all the time, I would just make a Bitly, which is just a short link for SMS Marketing Pro. So software, it would say bitly.com/SMS marketing or something like that would be my Bitly link. It's just a short code, and once you put that on, whoever clicks on that Bitly link, it'll automatically track on Bitly of how many clicks that you got to the website through this marketing campaign. So it happens almost instantaneously, and I can maybe I'll show up another video at one point about that too as well, or you can give me a call or a live chat or whatever you want to do, and we'll talk to you about that as well. But it's super easy to track your results, and it is the fastest way to marketing. So I'd recommend, if you're gonna get started, buy the copy of this software today. It's very cheap and affordable for what this thing does. It can literally grow your business. Within a month, you should be growing your business pretty quickly every single month after that. By the more sends, the more people that are coming to your website, the more traffic, the more buys, the more customers that you have. So, get it now before it's too late, before we take it off the market. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you guys soon. If you need anything, just fill out the contact form. We'll be happy to get back to you right away. Thanks.